don't need a man in order to feel like a woman.
Lucy Lou, with my girl Drew, Cameron D and Destiny, and Charlie's Angels, come on. Lucy Lou.
A lot of people are asking what Chase Dreams Not Boys is. It's a lot of misconceptions. But Chase Dreams Not Boys is a women's empowerment campaign geared towards fostering independent mindsets in young minority women as early as middle school. The goal is to build up our young women before they get a chance to be broken down. The mentoring and bonding of like-minded females will cultivate a supportive, loving, and driven environment which will naturally uplift and motivate women to chase dreams and believe they are attainable no matter how grandiose.
The rock I'm rockin', I bought it, 'cause I depend on me. If I want it, the watch I'm wearing, I bought it.
Girl Talk on campus is, like I stated earlier, it's kind of like an on-campus informal type of experience, whereas you come together with girls on campus and you just talk, whether it be about what's going on in your life. If you want to get that personal, it can reach to that level eventually, hopefully, or it could be about school, what's on your mind. So with that, it's kind of like, in a way, a mentoring type of thing, very informal, as I said.
But the outreach program is basically just to build self-esteem in the school. We want to kind of go there. It's going to be like an after-school program, maybe once or twice a month. We don't want to make it a heavy burden on the school. And we're going to go there and do different like self-esteem activities, or like maybe think it over, or like what's the importance of SATs, ACTs, and things like that to build them up before coming to college. And we just want to touch on every aspect of life. So what's going on at home, what's going on in school, what's going on with your friends, just to kind of get a feel for who they are. And by getting a feel for who they are, let them know who we are so they feel comfortable with opening up to us, and then by that way reaching out to them and getting them to know that there is more out of life, and if they're on the right track, just to make sure that they're doing it for them.
And when Corinne came to me with this idea of just empowering women in a way that in some ways hasn't been done, you know, especially just with the name itself, and just kind of like getting the issue out there just in the name, you know, like in a very kind of blatant way, I couldn't help but jump on it, you know. So I think it really is an opportunity to interact with minority women that aren't just African American, that need support, you know, and create a support system for women. So yeah, it means a lot to me.
It was presented to me and it has become my baby. Like, it has become what I want. I really want to make a difference. Like, I really want to make an impact. I want this organization to be that. I really want to help girls. I have 2 godchildren. I just want 2 goddaughters, and I want them to see that just staying in Richmond, or even if you stay in Richmond, just expand your mindset. Know that anything is attainable. Like, I always had my father in my ear, like, you can do anything, you can change the world, you can be the president of the United States. Like, that's just what I was brought up on, and I want to give that to other children who don't have it. I want to create this conducive environment, and I feel like peer empowerment is something that we kind of downplay a lot, because as soon as we look at a girl, you know, it's that whole look, you talking about them, you judging them. If we had an environment where we are all loving and all, like, you know, accepting of each other, and I know it's kind of like a rose shaded glasses kind of feel or whatever, I don't want to sound too corny or too cheesy, but it's reality. Like, if we were,
It's good to meet somebody that you don't know. So what we want you to do is either find somebody you do not know, or don't know that well, and talk about what brought you to this meeting, and kind of make it different. Like, it is kind of, you know, we all want to get here and kind of all about empowering each other and reaching out, but try to dig a little deeper and figure out why we're all here, and essentially want you to meet somebody who has a different idea than you. That way you can kind of feed off of each other and do that. Who would like to start off?
I'm Adele. Hi, I'm Imani, and I'm Adele. She's a sophomore, and she came because she learned better from the girls' locker room.
Okay, and what's introducing?
Oh, sure. It's Imani, and she came because the area where she grew up around in Hampton, the kids there aren't encouraged to go past high school, their high school education, so they're kind of just stuck working in shipyards, and it's not very good.
Anybody else? Any more volunteers?
I'm Courtney. I did Bria. She's a freshman, but currently undecided for what psychology? Clinical psychology, and she came here because she knows Corinne, and she felt as though this was a good cause, and she wanted to check it out.
So this is Courtney. She's a transfer student, and she said she came because she really was interested in the empowerment of women and the website.
Anybody else?
This is Ashley. She's here because she's from Cleveland, Ohio, and in Cleveland there are a lot of young girls who grow up without mothers or fathers, and she just wants people to know that there are other people out there for them, especially like people who are closer to their age that they can relate to and be there for them.
And this is Priya. She's a junior, and she came because she also knows Corinne, and she feels that this is a good cause because we just need to show that these young girls know that they have somebody in their lives that really care about them, and that there's always somebody to talk to.
We are doing that as kind of our launching point to become a nonprofit organization. So next month, after our big events that we have coming up, we're going to start starting the paperwork and the process for becoming a nonprofit organization where we feel like we can reach, magnitudes of girls nationally at a national scale. Ultimately, that's our vision. But we definitely want to, this is our charter chapter, so you will be a part of, if you decide to become a member, you'll be a part of the charter chapter of Chase Dreams Not Boys, and we want to expand over different campuses and have different chapters, and all working towards the same goal, which is ultimately change.
I sit up